Alright guys, let's solve this question, which reads solve the equation. How do we solve such an equation? Well, we simply start with getting rid of the square roots. Okay, in this case we say this part raised to the power 2 and this part raised to the power 2. Okay, so this cancel out this square root. So in this case we'll have 1 plus 2 square root of x being equal to this, and this cancels out to have x plus 1. Okay, then we are going to take this to the other side because we want to remain with one thing. Okay, so we'll have x plus 1 minus 1, which will give us x, because 1 minus 1 is simply 0. Okay, then we still want to get rid of this square root. How are we going to do that? Is by simply raising both sides to the power 2. Okay, so for this part, these two will have an effect on this part and this part. Therefore, this can also be written as 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by square root of x to the power 2. This is the same as this, is equal to x squared, right? So this will cancel this square root. Therefore, for this part to only remain with x, right? Yes. What about for this part? 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by x will have 4x being equal to x squared. Okay, so let's bring the 4x to this side. So we'll have x squared minus 4x is equal to 0. Okay, what is common? Okay, let's factorize, right? What is common is x. So here we'll have x minus 4 being equal to 0. Therefore, our x will be equal to 0, or x minus 4 be equal to 0. X is equal to 4. So we have two solutions, right? X being equal to 0 and x being equal to 4. But we don't conclude there and then. Yes, we don't conclude there and then, but rather we look at the domain. Okay, we look at the domain. For example, let's try to check the domain for this part. Okay, so the domain for this part, if you want, you can simply say x plus 1 for this thing to be valid, because we don't want it to have to give us a negative value. Why? Because we don't know the square root of a negative value. That is invalid, right? So x plus 1 should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, should be greater than or equal to 0. So x should be greater than or equal to negative 1, right? Meaning that our domain will be equal to negative 1, yes, or greater, right? So greater, so it will go all the way up to infinity. Okay, yes. So now we ask ourselves to say, are our solutions between negative 1 and positive infinity? The answer is yes. 0 is between this, and 4 is also between this. Okay, yeah, amazing. All right, this is our solution. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.